Aditya L1 launch highlights. India's first solar mission launch successful. India's first sun mission aims to study solar winds, which can cause disturbance on Earth, commonly seen as following up on the success of India's moon landing with the Chandrayaan-3. ISRO today launched Aditya L1 mission to study the sun. India's first sun mission aims to study solar winds, which can cause disturbance on Earth, commonly seen as auroras. The solar mission follows India beating Russia late last month to become the first country to land on the south pole of the moon. While Russia had a more powerful rocket, India's Chandrayaan-3 out-endured the Luna 25 to execute a textbook landing. The Aditya L1 spacecraft is designed to travel about 1.5 million kilometers, 930,000 miles, over 4 months to a kind of parking lot in space where objects tend to stay put because of balancing gravitational forces, reducing fuel consumption for the spacecraft. Lander Vikram, rover Pragyan in final leg of moon mission, ISRO to put them to sleep. ISRO Chief S. Somnath announced the development following the picture-perfect launch of the Aditya L1 mission, Indian maiden space-class solar observatory. India's Chandrayaan-3 mission, a significant milestone in lunar exploration, has achieved another remarkable feat. The Pragyan rover, part of the mission, has successfully traversed 100 meters on the moon's surface. In the Philippines, Missionaries Reunite to reignite passion for service. Participants gather to celebrate the 1000 Missionary Movement's 30th anniversary. More than 200 individuals gathered in Mayagao, Iloilo, Philippines, July 6 to 8 to commemorate the 30th anniversary and reunion of the 1000 Missionary Movement, 1000 mm, in central Philippines. The purpose was to rekindle the missionaries' zeal and commitment to the mission, organizers said. The 3-day event was led by Leopold Baladiong, coordinator of the 1000 mm of the Seventh-day Adventist Churches in the Central Philippine Union Conference, CPUC, and featured numerous activities centered on the theme, the Gospel to Everyone, Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Attendees participated in devotionals, inspiring lectures, survival and revival activities, talent night performances, and even a tree planting activity. According to organizers, these experiences were intended to promote missionaries' personal development and revisit. PH will defend territory over China's 10-line. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Friday said the Philippines would not take lightly China's 10-line map, as he reaffirmed that the country would continue to defend our territorial sovereignty, our territorial rights in the West Philippine Sea, South China Sea. Speaking to reporters on the sidelines of the celebration of National Peace Consciousness Month here, the president also said the government would respond to China's release of its map but did not disclose operational details. America in my heart, our milestones. And the Philippine News Today. While working in San Francisco, my computer suddenly led me to rediscover that our newspaper, the Philippine News Today, turned 3 years old the last week August. This as a memory popped out on my Facebook page displaying our maiden issue as a merger of the iconic Philippine News, since 1961, and the popular Philippines Today, thus the name and combined logos of the two newspapers in Philippine News Today. CBI files charge sheet against 3 arrested railway officials in Balasore triple train collision case. Along with forensic experts, agency officials had earlier visited the collision site after taking over the probe to gather evidence. The Central Bureau of Investigation, CBI, has filed a charge sheet against 3 railway officials in connection with the triple train collision in Odisha's Balasore on June 2, which led to the death of nearly 291 people. Canada pauses trade talks with India ahead of G20 summit. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government requested a pause on trade talks with India in the last month, as the Canadian leader prepares to travel to New Delhi for the Group of 20 Leaders Summit. India's High Commissioner to Canada confirmed that Trudeau's team initiated the pause, which was first reported Friday by the Canadian press. More COVID cases are coming. Here's what you need to know. Public health experts expect cases will continue to rise into the fall. Key indicators are forecasting Canadians may be on the brink of entering a fall COVID-19 wave. The past month has seen an increase in positive test cases, a rise in COVID-19 hospitalizations and rising virus levels in wastewater across the country. The highly mutated new variant BA.2.86 was also detected in Canada for the first time on Tuesday. An island town stops to watch India and Pakistan clash today. Since Friday morning, the town, with a population of only 1,11,701, has been buzzing, witnessing something new, with the inflow of cricket tourists from the Bandaranaike International Airport in Colombo, bringing some parts of the town to a standstill. Palakili is a small, quiet town, just a half an hour's drive from Kandy, the second largest city in Sri Lanka, dotted with tea plantations. The locale is so quiet that even the chirp of a bird could wake you up in the morning. Russia's Putin and Turkey's Erdogan will meet amid efforts to repair Ukraine grain deal. The Kremlin says that Russian President Vladimir Putin will host Turkish leader Recep Tayyip Erdogan for talks in Russia's Black Sea resort of Sochi on Monday. Russian President Vladimir Putin will host Turkish leader Recep Tayyip Erdogan for talks in Russia's Black Sea resort of Sochi on Monday, the Kremlin announced Friday, just over 6 weeks after Moscow broke off a deal partly brokered by Ankara that allowed Ukrainian grain to reach world markets despite the 18-month war.